when this entire transition was happening, Blue Frog shut down.
Yeah.
That was a
And
major
then
blow.
Anti sort of...
Anti became like a huge thing.
And y'all started something magical.
Yes. Please remind me.
Utkarsh, you remember what I was talking about? Utkarsh is my manager, he's sitting in the back. You remember what we were talking about? The most amazing thing about Habitat used to be what? About music gigs at Habitat? Yeah, what was the best thing about gigs there? Come on guys, how do you not... Exactly!
So Above the Habitat started a year later.
Khud kadaru, khud kadaru.
So Above the Habitat started a year after that. That year was like a major year for us, this 2016 period, till end of 2016, because it was 2016, September, October, when entire this whole season of Ganpati, Diwali, like people don't get out, monsoons, that was like a major breakpoint for us. Our sales dipped really low, and that's where we realized that F&B sales and ticket shares and anything based around the current model does not work.
Right.
We celebrated 100 gigs in September. Imagine that. We celebrated 100 different music artists in September with Tejas.
Wow.
And Tejas and Mali. And imagine Aditi Ramesh started there. I mean, there are so many artists who've just started off over there.
Went through there.
Exactly.
Like, and yeah.
So for music, it was a great movement that happened. May started coming over there, and May was like, I need to do this podcast as well. And then she did the whole series live with Blackstrat at
this thing,
Antisocial. And
Made in India, the first big one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then after that, in
Memories.
February, March is when my partner and I,
That's
had
a year into it now.
Yeah, a year into it, we took this call that, you know what, like either we need to spread out into other cities or get another investor or do something about this because we cannot support this by ourselves.
Yeah.
And for me, it was a double blow at that point in time because it technically, I've taken that space up from
On
my
rent.
dad.
Yeah, it's on rent though.
Yeah, as far as, to be honest, we looked at rent as an opportunity cost because my dad was gracious enough to be like, you know, like I want to give this concept a test out, let it run for a year and a half, 2 years, because we've been through the cycle of restaurants for the last 20 years, and we've seen how quickly restaurants change hands, they fail, and sometimes a certain concept just needs a little more time for it to become a proof of concept, right? And at that time, my partner's father also gave a very strict deadline, said that, you know what, after March, if you guys are by yourself, you guys are by yourself. We've supported you for a year.
Accent में बताया तेरे को?
हाँ जी?
नहीं ऐसा तो yourself कर दिया तो एक line के लिए. Uncle accent में बोले थे इसलिए.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my
head. It's in your head, no? That's why I pictured it.
It's a very strong memory.
Like that's why I just acknowledge it.
And it's not just him. Both him and my dad came. They said that our sons are failing. It was like that, straight up over there. So then we still try to work out a different method because I got back from abroad at that point in time, and I had this idea that we need a larger space. We need to have a space which seats at least 150 people. We need a space that is, and we've established ourselves so well. By that time, Aranya's video was out, it went viral. Blood Brown Girl's Guide to Gender. Karanesh's video was out, went viral. Rahul Subramanian, Kunal Kamra, and
Abhishek was still left then.
Abhishek Upmanyu, and who else was there? I think
Abhishek ka canvas ka video aaya tha.
Yes, and I mean our team itself, like Nanak and these guys, we formed a very solid team that was going and recording in other venues as well.
Yeah.
And actually, I think that's what's during that time only Karan Asnani was recording. He was the other option for people, and people were like, you know what, like let's discover more people, let's work with more people, because we can eventually have things our particular way, in our particular manner. And Abhishek Upmanyu's video then came out, and that became like a legendary thing online. And it became like a thing that this is the actual extent at which comedy exists today. This is the comedy market, because that's when people discovered that, oh, there are so many people who can watch it. YouTube is so big. And this is not even when Jio's come out. This is still pre-Jio. And
Jio was 2017?
16 end, I think. 16 end. So, no, it's 2017. 17 end. After Paytm happened. This was post Paytm. So 2017 May, June is when Above the Habitat was established, and our first gig was in September. Abhishek Upmanyu did the first gig over there on 9th September. And then after that, we had then we had the BYOB gigs. And the BYOB gigs that were there.
इधर animation आ रहा दारू का, रुक एक second.
Yeah. BYOB bitch.
Nahalo.
And the whole concept behind BYOB was that we had had enough parties between friends of ours who are like, you know, those +1 kinds of scene, like just get your friends and come home, etc. It's a BYOB scene. We never saw anyone puke. So we were like, this is the best thing to do. People are still in control.
Yeah.
People will pay full attention to the artist. People are just there because they have whatever money they're spending, they know for a fact is going directly to the artist.
Right.
And our thing with the artist was that whatever ticket sales are there, we are just putting it towards cost, which would be as low as something like 15,000 rupees. A gig space, which is as big as 2,000 square feet, with stage monitors, all speakers possible, your PA, you have a drum shield, you have your drum kit, you have all your mics in place. The only thing that's left to come is your amplifiers, the back end.
Your boards.
And the board is also there.
We have boards.
Okay, yeah. And those basically you can get on rent from any equipment supplier.
Yeah.
That was the bulk of the cost.
Yeah.
Of that 15,000 rupees, that was the bulk of the cost. That would be anywhere between 8 to 10,000 rupees, depending on the amplifiers or in-ear someone needs.
Sure.
And that series of gigs actually was what I see as an investment into the space, because prior to this, we had banquet spaces, but I saw that they always failed. They never ran unless it was something like we started giving it out to Arsenal fans. And that's what actually keeps the ball rolling.
To give it to a community as opposed to an individual.
Yes. And that's when people are actually looking after each other, they're looking out for each other. And that's when our audio team also started developing further, our video team started developing further, because they started covering all of these gigs.
Yeah.
And that's when we were like, okay, we need to further invest into this space. We need to get more speakers.
We got more cameras.
And Son of a Beast started over there. Son of a Beast shifted from Worli for season 3 and they came to us. And that is what has actually kept us afloat. Shoots like Son of a Beast, all the Amazon Prime
So now we're talking
shoots.
the shoots happening in above the habitat as
Because one
opposed to all the live, all the videos, all the effort.
Because first floor space, which is the habitat space, is not, or at that point in time was not viable by itself at all. I was just putting in more money into it, and I flipped the entire financial scenario from ticket sales and rev share to rent, if you recall.
Yeah.
I said that, okay, if you want to perform here, you can take the space for like 4,000 rupees per hour at that point in time. And I was like, your ticket sales are based on you. Or I said that if your tickets are priced like between 200 250 rupees or under, then 4,000. If it's 300 above, then because I said that I am not going into the concept of risking myself and putting my foot out there right now, because I am...
You can't anymore. You already did that for 2 years.
I did that for a year and a half. And I was like, if I need to go back to the music scene right now. So it was, for me, it was like, I have to... literally divide my energy between poetry, comedy and music, and luckily by then poetry had reached this, what do you call that? Mass, it had reached that critical mass stage where it didn't matter where we put it was just a very good stage for people to come and voice their opinions out, voice their pieces out. And we had created a YouTube channel by then. We had crossed 100,000 subscribers.
I think the brand value of the logo, that's why Akash and Friends, the show happens at Habitat. Because for so many comics who come from other cities, they might have a video up already, but it's not a video at Habitat. And that makes a huge difference. Because it's an association to the core, consumer at the end also. Okay, I'm at least gonna watch this because I know it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's an institution. It's a thappa now. It's not just a venue now.
And for me personally, I still don't see it as that. Like, people are coming from abroad right now and are like, oh, this is the only club that is there that I know of.
Yeah.
Because I can see it online, I can see it here, I can see it there. It has its things in order. But I still don't believe and I still don't understand why, because for me, the branding of the Habitat, despite it being as much out there as possible behind every single comic, I still feel that it's the artist at the end of the day who's making that brand. It's the artist who's the brand. It's not like
Yeah, but I don't. You're missing the point. Sorry, but like,
Please,
well,
please,
that's
please.
how we
I
always
it's
talk. I don't know
great
why
to
I'm being
understand.
fucking weird with you.
You should be, because I think this is a heart-to-heart conversation that we're having.
You're missing the point entirely. Ki it's not about whether my video has Habitat ka logo. Okay, and by the way, to give you an example, in my second batch of videos, the one video that was shot at Square and not at TCC or at Canvas never did as well. It had nothing to do with the jokes. It's a thumbnail issue. And for comics who are... No, I'm not kidding.
There was a comic from Delhi who asked me
kidding.
that I've recorded over here in Delhi, etc. But I want to put the thumbnail of the Habitat. Can I do that? And I was like, please, by all means.
Because it'll make a difference. And that's undeniable, inequivocal, mathematical
I get
fact. You can't change that fact. And I think that's where the brand value really exists. But it's interesting to me that to fund that, you still need to do that, because if above doesn't shoot, then you're saying Habitat is not in itself.
So, which is why I come back to the point that for us at one point in time, what was the opportunity cost of rent?
Yeah.
Which would be at that point in time 2 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
For a 650 square foot space.
Yeah.
On that particular road.
Commercial with kitchen.
Exactly. And that's just the rent. Then comes the salaries, then comes the food cost, then comes the alcohol
overhead.
cost, then comes electricity, then comes property tax. It's just... Then comes licensing. You know, it's just a plethora of negativity over there that you have to go down. So, when it comes to the opportunity cost that we were losing out on, which was the rent aspect at that point in time, which was not being paid by the establishment to the parent organization, that's where I had to basically pitch this as an idea to my father that, okay, this is a space, this is what happens. And at the end of the day, he saw it as that, okay, I'm giving out this particular space, which was our banquet hall at that point in time, to another outlet. So the hotel needs another banquet space. So at the end of the day, if this develops, it's great for the hotel as well.
Yeah.
And that's where things actually came into the picture.
Right.
Had someone at that point in time not being taken that space on rent, this would not have happened.
Right.
So coincidentally, because that happened, this happened. And this also, this space, if this at one point in time, it started coming back. The funds started coming back to us, you could say, or rather it broke even in, so that was June, July, August, September 2016. Sorry, 2017.
CA के बच्चों को ये सब बहुत अच्छे से याद रहता है.
September 2017, we actually made it back in March 2018.
एकदम as the financial year ended. Papa खुश तू भी खुश.
And exactly, because Son of a Beach happened, and that's where I was like, you know, I'm really thankful to all the artists out there, because they were looking at me as, like, everyone who's come and shot there. Saurabh Pant shot there at one point. He shot this one thing called Rant of the Pant, which is there on YouTube. And he's interviewed 2 people over there from the political world. And that's where I understood the value of shoots. Because Son of a Beach happened, they told me that because you are there as the one-point contact yourself, as the owner of the space, there are so many decisions which are split second and that are happening. So, which is why we are able to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And they said point blank, they said that if you are not here, this is not happening.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so I need to be here for another year.